Can you text him? Like, do you have his email? Like,
Prince does not have a phone.
Oh, does he have a phone?
Why would Prince have a phone?
No,
He's
but-
Prince.
Hi everybody, welcome to Bikinidotcom. I'm Rob Schruter.
I'm Melly Lee.
And today we have Sports Illustrated model Damaris. You've become very famous recently because a friend of yours is a superstar. And so I saw a photograph of you sitting next to Prince.
His diehard fans know me pretty well. I've been his dancer on tour, kind of muse. He is literally a genius. And he's a living legend.
When you first met him, were you very intimidated?
When I first met Prince, I was super nervous.
I mean, this is like one of the most famous people in the world. Can you text him?
Prince does not have a phone.
Oh, does he have a phone?
Why would Prince have a phone? He's Prince.
Your career really took off. I mean, you were doing very well, but it was when you got Sports Illustrated. 3
Yes.
years in a row.
Yeah.
That turned you into a superstar.
It changed my life. A lot of people don't know that my first 2 years in Sports Illustrated, I was still living in the projects. So I was going from Paris back to the projects. So I used to say that there was a fine line between reality and dreamland.
You must have felt like Cinderella, like at the ball.
I still do.
So, how did all this begin for you?
I was dancing with my dance crew, Restoration Dance Theater from Bed-Stuy. This man ran up to me and he gave me a card. And he came up to me and said, "Have your mother call me next time, don't wear so much makeup."
And then didn't you have an amazing story where Tyra Banks, who was
Yeah.
one of your idols?
When I was 15, Tyra was like my #1 model. I got a phone call from the agency. They said, "We're gonna connect you to somebody who's gonna give you your day for tomorrow." So in my mind, I'm like, day for tomorrow? I got school. You have a casting at 10 a.m. You have to be there. It's an important client. I was like, I'm definitely not gonna be there. We're going back and forth. It's getting heated. I'm arguing. And the girl was like, "Do you know who this is?" I said, "No." She said, "This is Tyra Banks." And she just told me how proud she was of me, that I didn't conform to her saying that even though this is a big job, it doesn't matter.
What is it about Tyra that you really look up to?
Personality. She's unapologetically herself. The people that stick, the names that we know, the Tyra, the Naomi, the Heidi Klum, we know their personality.
You've done a lot of modeling. Has there been any situations that were a little uncomfortable?
My very first shot for Sports Illustrated was topless. There have been instances where I've had to speak up, but I always speak up. If I could give that as my advice to girls, you gotta speak up. Maybe you get there and they don't know that you don't like to do topless. If you sit there uncomfortable, they're gonna shoot you anyway and they're gonna feel that energy. But if you go in and say, "Excuse me, I don't really feel comfortable with this," people are normally nice.
It's good advice.
People don't know they're doing something that offends you if you don't say anything. When you're on set and you're looking at the camera and your face is lighter on the screen than it is in person, you gotta speak up.
Have they tried to lighten your skin? Have you?
It's not on purpose, but when you've got a lot of people in the room who don't look like you, they're gonna light based upon what they know.
So a lot of celebrities have seen photos of themselves, but they've been photoshopped and it annoys them. Has that ever happened to you?
I've had no boobs, I've had smaller shoulders. We all get photoshopped.
I mean, I think we all live in a Kardashian world, like it or not, but we do.
I had to come to grips with the times changing, but I do find that nowadays the allure is gone. We know too much. When you put a picture up, a selfie in your bedroom, you are now letting people into your space. Likes do not equal longevity.
We have to say too, your fashion is on point.
Thank you.
Who are you wearing? What is this?
I have on Mara Hoffman. She's my favorite designer.
And you're rocking an ankle bracelet, which
I
I love.
am.
You're bringing that back.
Secretly am obsessed with ankle bracelets.
Interesting. What about toe rings? You like a toe ring?
I don't like a toe ring. My toes kind of do too much of this for a toe ring. Like they're pretty, but they're like pretty claws.
Yeah, pretty.